What do you want to do? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to be able to say when you look back over your life? I went there, I did that, I accomplished that, I had these goals and I achieved them. If you don't know how to achieve your goals, could it be a good idea to have a look at the people that have done the things that you want to do? And if you want to do something that's never been done before, hang out with the people that have done stuff that they were told could not be done, it's not possible. So if you want to achieve, what do you have to do? Now, the really interesting thing that happens usually here is a lot of people become very jealous or envious, or I wish I could have what those people have got. I wish I had their money or their house or their car or their fame or their fortune. Jealous of that stuff, but no one seems to be very jealous of the effort and energy and patience and focus and commitment and discipline that it took to get those things. So there's a great quote: people are often jealous of what you've got, but they're never jealous of the way you got it or what you had to do to get it. So a true champion I'm talking about, and for me this is, I talk about this every day, somebody who's doing what they're absolutely passionate about. They're healthy, fit and strong. They've got a career or business or hobby or sport that they do and they love. They're financially free and they've got great people in their life. To me, that is the four fundamentals of a great life. Healthy, fit and strong, do what you love, be financially free and have great people in your life. How do you make that happen? And it's interesting because what it takes to make that happen is not that complicated, it's not that hard. But when I ask you how many people have all of those things, and it's a memory for me because at 13 years of age, I set a goal to have all of those things. Very importantly, I wanted to be healthy, fit and strong. I saw what happened to people that were weak and frail and fat and diseased, and I didn't want that. I saw, and at 13 I'm a child still, so I looked at adults and went, I don't want to be unfit, weak and frail. I don't want to have a lousy, stinking, rotten job. And I saw plenty of people who complained, whinged, moaned about their job or their business. They didn't like it. Plenty of people whinging and moaning and complaining and fighting about money. That was one of the things I remember very specifically as a teenager, listening to people fight about not having enough money, and I didn't want to live my life like that. And I only wanted great people in my life. And at that stage, there were some people that I didn't want to have in my life. So I set a goal at 13. Those things, I'm going to make those happen. So for me now as an old lady, to be able to look back over my life, I have to be able to say, I am healthy, fit and strong. I have always had a career or business that I love. Financial freedom is the simple part of all of that, because when you do what you love, it's very easy to be financially free, and you get to choose the people that you have in your life. So those things are choices, you get to choose them, but how many people do you know that have them in their life? And that was a question that I asked at 13. I want to find some adults that have all of those things happening. Very sadly, I couldn't find any. Now, I'm sure there are people, and back then there probably was too, but I couldn't find any. There were really healthy, fit, strong people that had no money. There were people with lots of money that couldn't see their feet because they were so fat. There were people that had lots of money, but they had no people in their life to share it with because they were nasty, horrible people. I didn't want any of that. I wanted a balance of all four. So who do you look at? Who do you follow? Who do you be inspired by to make that happen? And that's been my goal all of my life, to be the person that people can look into my life and see that it is possible. Particularly somebody like me who was told I could never be successful in business. I didn't have a tertiary education. I'm a woman, I've got blonde hair. The career path that I chose is not what usually makes multimillionaires or billionaires. And people always said to me, you can't do it. So I didn't want to hang out with the people that said you can't. I wanted to invest time with the people that said, yes, you can. And that's all I'm asking. If you have some things that you want to make happen, obviously they don't fall out of the sky in a pretty pink box. You have to make them happen. But I'm a living, breathing example that it's possible to be healthy, fit and strong, have a career or business that you love, be financially free, secure, wealthy if you want to be, and only choose to have great people in your life. I know as an old lady that they are all choices. But that's the interesting thing, isn't it? You get to choose. If you don't choose them, is it possible that you have to accept the consequences? So if you don't choose to be healthy, fit and strong, you by automatically not choosing healthy, fit and strong, you are choosing to be overweight or sick or diseased or weak or frail or have no energy. That's just, there's no middle ground. You either have it or you don't. Some people love their job some of the time, and I can't understand that because I've woken up every day of my life doing what I love, and I decided that at 13 years of age. But it doesn't matter how old you are. You get to choose who you work for, who you work with, whether or not you have your own business. And if you work for somebody else, why not choose the people that you want to work with? You get to interview for jobs. You don't have to choose a certain job. I've met too many people, and I have a business college now that inspires people to have a career or business that they love. And so many people share with me that they were offered a job at 13, 14, 15, 20 years of age. They took the job because they were offered it, and they've been stuck in that job all of their life. They never got out of it. Well, you don't have to stay there. You can resign, you can quit, you can leave. They're just simple, to me, human choices. Financial freedom is really easy because when you do what you love and you keep getting better at it and you add massive value to people's lives, whether it's your boss, your customers, your clients, excuse me, I'm excited. I forget to breathe when I'm so excited. And the reason I'm so excited is I know that this is possible. And if somebody tells you that it's not, you should probably get them to give me a call, because I'm a living, breathing example, but I only associate with people that are the same as me. I have hundreds of people that I can share with you, with the people who tell you that it's not possible, that of course it is possible, but it has to be a conscious choice. And this is a really interesting side note, a lot of people are very jealous of wealthy people. They don't like wealthy people. They don't need that car, or they don't need that house, or why did they spend that much on the bag or the watch or the pair of shoes or whatever. But is it possible that if you criticize something, you're very unlikely to get it? Is it possible that we attract things into our life that we think about, that we focus on, that we are disciplined about? And if you are focusing on the negative of being wealthy, if you're focusing on criticizing people who are wealthy, is it possible that you are not going to attract wealth into your life? Is it possible that wealthy, happy, successful people want to hang out with the same kind of people? And that's the thing that I discovered at 13 years of age when I went looking for that. The people that were healthy, fit and strong, had a career or business they loved, they were financially free, and they only had great people in their life. That if you ever find those people, and I have now, I couldn't at 13, but I've now found people like that. And they don't want to hang out with negative, nasty, criticizing people. They don't want to hang out with people that say that it can't be done. The most successful billionaires in the world that have ideas that have added massive value to people's lives, people that have changed the world, they will share with you that they have fired the people that have said it can't be done, it's not possible, because they don't want that negativity in their life. They call it a cancer. And cancer can spread very, very quickly. So if you've got one person in your team, in your organization, in your family, in your circle of influence who tells you that you can't do it, it's not possible, it won't work, that cancer could spread very quickly, because as soon as you get negative thoughts in your head, they grow very quickly. So rather than focusing on, I want what other people have got, why don't we focus on what do you want, what's important to you, and then the people that have got what you might want, how did they get it? What did they have to do to get it? And there's some really simple things, of course, and I share this on a regular basis. Everybody I've ever met who has all of those things going for them, they are doing what they love. They haven't got some lousy, stinking, rotten job. They didn't make money doing what they don't want to do. They didn't have a product or service that they weren't proud of. They found their passion, their skill, their talent, their dream, the thing that they wanted to do with their life, and they turned that into their growth focus. How can I keep getting better at it? And they train, educate, learn, and get better. They analyze and research the product or the service so that it keeps getting better. And they want to do that because they love it. And I can share that very personally. I started as an exercise professional teaching classes when I was 13 years of age, and I've been doing it all of my life, and I just am passionate every day about learning more about what I do. No one has to force me to do a course or tell me I have to go to a conference or read a book or study. I love it. I just get excited every day. I get to the end of my day and I always say, what did I learn today about the human body, about how business works, how to be financially free, and about relationships and communication, because that's what Romax is all about. That's what I do every day. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm asking you, what do you want? And rather than focus on what you haven't got and what other people have got, could it be a really good idea to, what do I want? How do I get it? And the how do I get it process is very simple, because even if you want to do something, as I shared before, that has never been done before, there are other people that have done stuff that it's never been done before. So you just have to invest time with those people. Now, you might not meet them physically, but they'll have a podcast or a book, or they'll have a conference or a webinar or a seminar. Everybody that's been successful that I know, and this is across the board, whether they're an elite athlete, a musician, a business person, they're good at building, or they're a doctor or a lawyer, it doesn't matter who it is. If they've done very well with their life, if they're successful and happy and healthy, fit and strong, and they've got great people in their life, they want to help everybody else to have the same. That's why I'm here for every day. People say to me, Rowie, why do you do Romex every day? Because I know what it's like to live life to the max. I know what it's like to be healthy, fit and strong, and I have been all of my life. I don't know what it's like to have a lousy, stinking, rotten job, because all I've done all of my life is what I'm absolutely passionate about. And because I'm absolutely passionate about it, I keep getting better at it, I keep learning. My product or service is easy because it adds massive value to people's lives. When you can help people to be healthy, fit and strong, and or you can help them have a career or business that they love, that adds massive value to people's lives. So you don't have to think about money or wealth creation or where's the money going to come from, because it comes automatically because you're adding value to your world. And the relationship and people one is really interesting. I just refuse to have negative people in my life, whether it's family or people, so-called friends or business associates, or I just don't do negativity, because negativity doesn't solve anything. If I have to look for the outcome, the solution, the result, I'm an optimist that's always looking for the best possible outcome for everybody. So when somebody says it can't be done, for me that is a cancer. If you think it can't be done, that's because you've got a negative headspace. I can't. I don't do can't, and I don't do negative. I only want to have positive people in my life. So why am I sharing all of that with you? The question is this: what do you want? Why do you want it? And then how to get it is easy. So you've got to have a big goal. You've got to have lots of big reasons to achieve that goal. And then the process is simple, because if you want to do it, somebody else has done it. Or even if it's something I'll share again, because I'm really excited about this. If people come to me and say, I want to do something and it's never been done before, that's great, because it's never been done before. The guys that invented the plane were told it wasn't possible. The guys that invented the internet were told it wasn't possible. The guy that invented electricity was told that it wasn't possible. Everything that's ever been achieved was once considered impossible. So whatever it is that you want to do, hang out with the people who say that it can be done, and then avoid the negative people that say, I'll use a better word, cut them out of your life. They're a cancer and they're dangerous. If you want to live your life to the max, choose what you want to do. Why do you want to do it? Find the way to do it, and then just go do it. So you can live your life to the max and achieve whatever you want to do. Look at this. Look at my husband's office. It's amazing. Woo!